What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Barbecue with Barry, and today we are doing some Texas style smoked spare ribs. Let's get started. All right, what we got here are 2 racks of full pork spare ribs. Got these at Sam's Club. You can see on sale for 17 bucks, 17.85. We'll call it 18 bucks. That's roughly $9 per rack of ribs. Really can't beat that. So got them when they were on sale, threw them in the deep freezer and kept them until now. We're gonna cook them. So let's go ahead, get these opened and start prepping these for the smoker. All right, we got our spare ribs out of the packaging. Got some nice marbling on these. We're gonna go ahead, get these trimmed up. Not gonna do too much trimming, but you can see some of this kind of loose meat down here, and some of it up here we're gonna go ahead and trim off just to give them a nice shape before we put them on the smoker. So let's go ahead, get these trimmed up and get them seasoned up. Now the first thing we'll go ahead and do is remove this flap on the back here. Then find this last bone right here, which you can see, just this tiny short bone here. Go ahead and square this up. Round out that corner there. And this kind of flap of meat up here. All right, it's looking pretty good. Maybe trim that off just because it's kind of hanging there. All right, now this fat line right here, if you wanted to have St. Louis style ribs, you would kind of just cut along this line here. This top part is what is called the rib tips, but if you wanted just a St. Louis style rack of ribs, that would be just this right here. But we're gonna keep them full spares, just like how they do it in Texas style spare ribs. Go ahead, put these to the side and start trimming up our other rack. You can see the nice marbling in there. Nice fat content, so those should be nice and juicy. All right, looks pretty good. This rack is a little kind of oddly shaped compared to the other one, but nonetheless, still looks good, still will eat good, and it's gonna cook well. So now for the membrane on these, I'm going to not remove them this time as traditional Texas style barbecue. Most Texas style barbecue restaurants do not remove it. And I wanna just try and get the same kind of mouthfeel and bite on my ribs. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that on and crisp it up in the cook. So shouldn't be able to taste it too much. But normally I do remove it because I'm only cooking 2 racks of ribs. I'm not cooking 40, 50, 60, 100 racks of ribs, where removing every membrane would be a pain. Removing 2 isn't that big of a deal. But let's go ahead, get these seasoned up. All right, I am seasoning these 2 different ways. This is gonna be the Texas style pork spare rib with really just seasoned salt and pepper, 16 mesh black pepper. This one I'm going to season with honey chipotle rub from Heath Riles. This one we also might end up wrapping, whereas this one we're gonna finish throughout the entire cook on the smoker and not wrap them until the end. I've done something like this before. People in the comments were saying, but you did wrap the ribs. I don't consider it wrapping them if they're fully cooked and we're wrapping them with a barbecue sauce and just letting them sit in that. That is not wrapping them traditionally to where you would wrap them to accelerate the cooking process. Wrapping them at the end with barbecue sauce is a little different. That's more of just to hold them, keep them warm, give them a little sauce, maybe soften up the bark a little bit. Whereas this rack, we will wrap once they reach an internal temperature right around 165, 170, we'll go ahead and wrap these. But let's get these seasoned up. We got Heath Riles honey chipotle rub. Going with no binder today. They're already a little bit moist as it is, so I don't think we really need a binder. And we are going to let this seasoning kind of activate and adhere and sweat in before we put them on. So, all right, one rack done. Go ahead, get this second rack seasoned up. I'm going to start with our 16 mesh coarse black pepper. And then because I don't really have a traditional seasoned salt, we're going to just go with Meat Church Blanco, which is just salt, pepper, garlic, maybe a little onion powder. No paprika or anything like that, which is going to give us, normally gives us that mahogany color ribs. These are going to be probably a darker color, darker bark, that sort of thing. All right, we'll go ahead, let these sweat in. And in the meantime, we'll get our grill fired up. We're going to start at 225 degrees and then bump it up as we go. All right, let's go ahead and get some pellets loaded in here. We're going to be using the Royal Oak Charcoal and Hickory blend pellets. Now, that is one thing that I'll say is super nice about this RecTech smoker is it does have a 40-pound hopper in the back, which is plenty of pellets for any type of cook. And the nice thing is I don't have to fill it super often. If I fill it all the way up, I could probably fit another at least 10, maybe 15 pounds in here. It was fairly low, and this was a 20-pound bag, so it got us a good amount. Sometimes I don't like filling it up all the way, just because worst case scenario, you get some pellets that get wet. There is no pellet dump on here, which is one of the unfortunate parts about this RecTech smoker. But if I did have to take them out, I would have to scoop them out. But we got our pellets loaded up in there. You can see the nice black for the charcoal and then the hickory wood pellets. So got a nice blend. Let's get this thing fired up. All right, our ribs are nice and sweat in. Smoker is fired up. Let's go ahead and get these things on. All right, so our ribs have been on here for right around 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and check the internal temp on these. Looks like they're cooking a lot faster than I thought they were going to. I know our grill's set to 225, but it might be running a little bit higher than that. But that's all right. These, like I said, we're gonna keep on the entire time. Keep them on the no wrap. These ones we'll go ahead and wrap these up. So let's go ahead, get these off and get them wrapped up. But these are our Texas style ribs. Kind of getting some good color on there. I'm gonna go ahead, rotate that around. These got a great color to them, mostly from that Keith Rouse competition rub, but let's go ahead, get these wrapped up. All right, for these ribs, we're gonna go ahead and wrap them with some Mike's Hot Honey and then just some brown sugar. Go ahead, get some of this hot honey down. Then some brown sugar. Go ahead, get our ribs meat side down on here and repeat. And also going to hit it with a little more honey chipotle rub. All right, go ahead, get these wrapped up. All right, we'll get these back on the smoker, meat side down. Did go ahead and move my water pan over here. I'm going to go ahead, flip these over, and spray this membrane with a little bit of olive oil or Pam, just to get that nice and crisp up. All right, I know our grill is running definitely a little bit hotter than 225 right now. I'm sure down at the grate level on the hotter side of the grill, it's probably closer to 250. So we've really probably been at 250, 265 for these past 2 hours. That's the only way I can think that these ribs got up to temp so quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bump this up a little bit to 250. I can expect it to be right around 275, 285 for the remainder of this cook. Let that fat render, and we'll come back and check on these in a little bit. All right, our ribs are looking really good. Looking like they're getting close to being done. See the color on these. Good color, nice dark color. Might need just a little while longer on these. However, our wrapped ribs are done. So we are going to go ahead and put those in the oven just to hold them at 170 until it is time to eat. I'm going to go ahead, put these back on, add a little bit of seasoning on top where you can see some of the bark rubbed off, and then these will come off and throw in the oven. I'm going to just go ahead and dust these with a little bit more seasoning. All right, so our ribs that we had wrapped up are ready to come off, and we are going to wrap them again in aluminum foil, and that is mainly just to keep them, that's the final product, just to keep them warm and in the oven while we hold them until it is time to eat. And while we're out here, we'll go ahead and check on these. These are getting close. Looking like they're pretty much done. That's how they look. Gonna go ahead and leave these on just a little while longer, and then we will, once they're done, take them off, put them in aluminum foil, and wrap them with some barbecue sauce to get that bark a little softened up, because it does get a little crispy when you don't wrap them throughout the cook. So in a couple minutes, we'll go ahead and do that. All right, it has been about another 15 minutes, and these are looking perfect. Probing in the high 190s, a little over 200 here, closer to the bones. But that is going to be good for me. So I'm going to go ahead, take these off, and wrap them with some barbecue sauce. All right, we are now going to go ahead and wrap these with our barbecue sauce. You can see just how good those look. Go ahead, put our ribs down. And we are going to be using the Blue Hogs Champions Blend barbecue sauce. Now we'll go ahead, get these wrapped up. And we're going to go ahead and throw these in the oven at 170 degrees where they'll rest until it is time to eat. So I just took our ribs out of the oven, unwrapped them, and they look absolutely awesome. They got a nice dark color, definitely darker compared to the rack of ribs that we wrapped. Like I said, these we didn't wrap for the cook to speed up the cook or anything. We let them cook completely, fully through on the smoker. We wrapped them at the end with barbecue sauce just to rest them. Let's go ahead and do a little recap of our cook here today. So we took these out of packaging, got them trimmed up, trimmed that flat meat off the back, trimmed up the sides, shaped them up real nice. And then we got them seasoned up with Meat Church Blanco and some 16 mesh coarse black pepper. Our other rack, which is sitting behind me, we just seasoned with Heath Broyles Competition Rub. We then put these on the smoker at 225 degrees, where I think the smoker was actually running a little bit hotter because they were only on there for right around 2.5 hours before it was time to wrap them, or they were at that 165 degrees, which is normally when I wrap my ribs. We did take the other rack off, wrap that with Mike's Hot Honey and brown sugar. Then we put those back on the smoker. These we let cook the entire way through until they were done on the smoker, no wrap until the end, when we wrapped them with just some Champions Blend barbecue sauce, threw them in the oven to rest at 170 degrees for right around 2 hours. Then we took them out, and this is the result. So now let's go ahead, get these sliced up, and see how we did. Get a close-up of that right there. Super juicy. Looks really, really good. I don't normally rest ribs very often, but I can say that when I do, they turn out awesome. Now, Let's go ahead and give this a try and see how we did. Clean bite off the bone. Not quite fall off the bone, but very, very close to it. Resting them in that barbecue sauce really softens that bark. I have done no wrap ribs before, and one of my complaints is sometimes the bark on the outside gets a little bit too kind of crispy or done, but these are just perfect. Let's go ahead, unwrap our other rack, and just to get a little bit of a comparison here. Now you can see the one that we wrapped is definitely a little bit of a lighter color. And this does have paprika and those kind of mahogany orangish color in the seasoning. This was literally just salt, pepper, and garlic. And you see what kind of nice color we got by keeping these unwrapped the entire cook. Thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.